All right. So this trail that we're riding on right now is called Aiden's Quarry. And I rode this trail yesterday. And this video is going to be about the trail called Juicy Fruit. But just coming from my house, you know, this trail is just on the way. Plus this part of it's nice and fun and flowy. So that turnoff right there brings us onto a trail called Baking Powder. And this trail lives up to its name. If you do this whole trail, and it's just a loop, essentially a mile to that mountain, a little bit to the left, back around like a big oval. But if you go out here with a nice clean bike, you do this loop, good Lord, your bike will be covered in dust and silt. So Baking Powder, it's the correct name for this trail. It's a really fun trail too. Nice and flowy. You can go real fast if you want to. You just gotta watch out on these tight corners. It's very loose, very dusty and sandy. And there's a few ruts here and there. Myself and a few of my buddies, front tire is washed out a few times on this trail. So this connector right here, we're gonna take a right. And this puts us on Juicy Fruit. So I like coming this way. I think Trail Forks tells you to come the opposite way. But I like coming this way because you get like 70% of the climbing out of the way. And then you get a solid block of fun, techie downhill. And it just seems, it's more of a challenge this way. If you go the other way, you got a little bit of a climb in the beginning, and then you hit a few drops. You go downhill a little bit, and then it kind of flattens out, and it's a gradual climb all the way out. Coming this way, you do a gradual climb for a few miles to get to the fun part. And then trying to climb those techie, rocky sections, it's a challenge. There's like 3 spots where I couldn't even come close to completing the climb. But now, there's only 1 spot that I can't do the climb. So it's all about progressing, challenging yourself and getting better. All right, got the majority of the climbing done. a little out of breath, but straight ahead of us we have a little bit more climbing, but it's more, it's not as shitty. It's kind of techy. There's some, you know, rock rolls, some gaps, some berms. So yeah, let's hit it, get into the fun section. So this trail's like, it's not the hardest, but you gotta be really careful with the lines that you choose. Choose the wrong one, oh, you're gonna go over the ridge, hit a huge rock and go over the bars. So if you decide to ride Juicy Fruit, do yourself a favor. Test it out first, go slow. So I just stopped, got a drink of water. In this section up here, kind of the last quarter or the first quarter, depending on which way you come from, this is really when you want to pay attention to your line choices. There's a lot of just, you know, gnarly boulders and chunks of rock that you got to ride over, but some of them have like gaps and holes in them. Some of them you take the wrong line, there's a huge rock sticking up like a freaking a spear ready to slash your tire or flip you over. So like I said, if you're gonna ride Juicy Fruit, you may want to just check it out first, ride it slow, kind of see where the lines are before you kind of go fast. And so right here, you got to take the outside, go back inside, go around that boulder, cut over, take the outside, watch out for the gap, inside line, bumper here, slow down for the turn. It is crazy loose, and there's like 2 ruts right there. Coming up, there's a few little line choices you can make. Tight switchback over here. Another tight switchback. And the hard part's over. That also means the fun part's over. So now we got a little bit of a climb. Catch up with you later. You can see a couple set of horse tracks on the trail. Every now and then, you actually see some horses walking around. Not often though. Ooh, massive piles of horse shit. Wow.